All right, so in the world of healthcare, some changes are just little tweaks, minor adjustments. And then there are revolutions. Today, we are diving deep into a full-blown revolution that completely reshaped how skilled nursing facilities get paid, the patient-driven payment model, or as we all know it, PDPM. If you're in the SNF world, you know this wasn't just another acronym. It was a seismic shift. And honestly, that's not an exaggeration at all. This one change for Medicare didn't just tweak the rules. It basically threw out the entire playbook. The industry was forced, almost overnight, to abandon a system it had known for years and step into a new and way more complex reality. So, over the next few minutes, we're going to tell the story of this revolution. We'll start in the old world, before all this happened. Then we'll uncover the reasons for this great shift, navigate the brand new risks that came with it, and finally discover the path forward that top facilities are taking right now to succeed. To really understand the earthquake that was PDPM, we have to go back. We have to look at the world before the shakeup. For years and years, SNF payments were dictated by a system known as RUGs IV. Think of the RUGS system like this. It was all about volume. That's it. The more therapy minutes a patient got, the more the facility was paid. It was, at its core, a quantity over quality model. The clock was king, not necessarily the patient's unique clinical needs. And wow, this slide just lays out the night and day difference, doesn't it? Under RUGs, the incentive was super simple. More service equals more pay. End of story. But with PDPM, the game changed completely. Suddenly, the focus wasn't on the quantity of care, but on the complexity of the patient. It was this fundamental shift from asking, how much did you do, to how sick is your patient? So Medicare decided to flip the script. They saw that a volume-based system wasn't always leading to the best patient outcomes, so they initiated a pretty radical change. And this is where we enter the great shift. You see, the goal of PDPM was to make reimbursement smarter. Instead of just counting minutes, Medicare wanted to pay for the actual complexity of the patient. This meant really looking at their diagnosis, their abilities, and all their unique health challenges to create a truly patient-centric payment model. And make no mistake, this was not a slow transition. It was like someone just flipped a switch. Overnight, the entire financial DNA of every single SNF was rewritten. Therapy minutes took a backseat to the clinical narrative, a story that had to be told through diagnoses, patient acuity, and of course, the crucial details in the daily documentation. Well, this new reality sent shockwaves through every facility. All of a sudden, documentation wasn't just a record anymore. It was the absolute bedrock of their revenue. And this placed an immense new burden on the staff and introduced a whole new world of financial risk. Let me put it this way. In the old world, documentation was kind of like a diary of care. Under PDPM, it became a legal brief, arguing for every single reimbursement dollar. Every note, every assessment became a critical piece of evidence, essential for painting a complete and accurate picture of the patient's true condition. And as you can see here, no department was left untouched. Therapists had to shift their focus from the clock to the patient's actual progress. But man, the heaviest burden for sure fell on the nursing staff. Their daily notes were no longer just clinical updates. They were the direct link to the facility's financial health, which created this immense pressure for accuracy. And this new reliance on documentation created this really scary domino effect. I mean, think about it. A small inconsistency in a nurse's note could lead to an incorrect code on a claim. That incorrect code could then trigger scrutiny from an auditor, which could ultimately lead to significant revenue being lost or even clawed back in penalties. The financial stakes here are just incredibly high. On one side, you've got underpayment, literally leaving money on the table because your documentation didn't tell the full story. On the other side, you've got the risk of audit penalties and these scary allegations of upcoding. That's when CMS thinks you've billed for more complex care than your documents support and they want their money back. It is a treacherous tightrope to walk. So how in the world do you navigate this new high-stakes world? Well, the most successful facilities aren't just surviving, they're actually thriving. And they're doing it by rethinking their processes and embracing a powerful new ally, technology. This really is the central question, isn't it? You're asking these already overburdened clinical teams to produce more detailed, more financially critical documentation than ever before, all without sacrificing patient care. I mean, how is that even possible? Well, the answer is AI-powered automation. Instead of burying their teams in more manual checklists, high-performing facilities are using smart technology to act as a second set of eyes. These tools can automatically scan documentation for consistency, they can verify that the clinical story actually matches the claim, and they can flag potential audit risks before they become huge, costly problems. It's about empowering the staff, not overwhelming them. And just to be super clear, this isn't some futuristic, pie-in-the-sky concept. This is the reality for leading SNFs today. They get that you can't solve a technology-driven problem with more paperwork. They've redesigned their workflows from the ground up, integrating technology that both supports their clinical teams and safeguards their revenue. And that brings us to the most important takeaway of all this. PDPM is not going away. It's not a temporary initiative or some pilot program. This focus on clinical complexity, on value, and on documentation, this is the new permanent foundation for how skilled nursing facilities are paid. So we'll leave you with this one question to think about. PDPM is permanent, but is your strategy, are your workflows, your training, and your technology truly built for this new reality? Or are you still operating with a temporary fix? Because in this new world, only a permanent strategy is going to lead to lasting success. Thanks for joining us.